Bangladesh's aviation sector is in dire straits due to the COVID-19 crisis. The country's only state-owned airline, as well as private airlines, have already incurred a loss of about $3.5 billion. Even the flight operations of one of the country's 3 private airlines have come to a complete halt. If this situation continues, experts fear more disasters in the aviation sector in Bangladesh. Here's a ground report by our correspondent, Lakmina Jasmine Soma.
The coronavirus pandemic has decimated the global aviation industry. And with the number of flights dropping significantly across the world, the aviation industry in Bangladesh too has taken a massive hit. The Aviation Operators Association of Bangladesh pegged the losses at nearly $3.5 billion. The national carrier Bangladesh Biman needs $62.8 million per month to pay for salaries and maintenance costs without putting a flight in the air. The capacity loss of the airline in just the months between July to November 2020 is close to $188 million. From operating flights to 29 international destinations before the pandemic, the airline now operates limited flights to 11 destinations. The second wave of the COVID pandemic has left the airlines now fighting for survival, and the government has been forced to step in.
আমাদের domestic airlines যেগুলো private airlines আছে তাদের aeronautical charge
We will have to wait a little longer to overcome the current situation, and we are continuing that effort. We have waived 100% of the aeronautical charges for our domestic private airlines until next December. Non-aeronautical charges have also been waived by 25%. Basically, we made this decision to keep the airlines afloat.
The aviation industry in Bangladesh isn't just limited to the state carrier. There are 3 private airlines also operating in the country. One of them, Regent Airlines, has been shuttered for close to a year now. US Bangla claims revenue is down 50% in the 2020 to 2021 financial calendar. And the situation at Novo Air isn't better, with the airline officials claiming that income is negligible. Aviation experts predict it will take 2 years for the losses to be overcome and want the government to bail out the bleeding airlines with special subsidies.
In this pandemic, the government needs to give subsidy like airport charges, different charges, navigation route charges, and also the fuel cost. In Bangladesh, domestic fuel charge is more than that of international. So that has to be reduced. It was less earlier. Of late, again, they have increased it, but this is not right. So it's a big in the communication has a great impact on the development of the country.
According to the International Air Transport Association, about 63,000 people in the aviation industry of Bangladesh are currently at risk with their jobs. While no airlines have laid off workers so far, state-owned airlines have cut the salaries of many of their employees. When this industry will return to normal depends entirely on the global epidemic situation.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.